guy is not necessarily America first. He's maybe white first. Or some people are going to say, no, I think he is this. They're going to make that decision for themselves. Candace Owens, you've said a few things about Candace Owens.
I mentioned her, yes.
Would you be comfortable with her becoming the president of the United? Would you vote for her if she ran?
I don't think she has opinions analogous to mine, and I don't think the president of the United States should be of her cultural background.
So the president of the United States should be of the cultural background.
Well, he should be American, yes.
She is.
By some people's definition.
So that goes to skin.
Well, it goes to a cultural experience.
Give me a black American in your eyes.
I don't think there are any.
That's the point. So that's skin. That's where you're going.
Race is not skin deep.
But I understand that. But to me...
Race is an experience of which has all sorts of ramifications, sociologically, demographically, economically, culturally, religiously, even linguistically.
Well, I'm telling you, what today did is everyone now knows who you are.
I'm glad.
Yeah, no, everyone now knows who you are and what your position is.
Yes.
This is good for you. Now they know. And by the way, you know, some people are going to be like, I like this guy. And I think believe it or not, I think there's a community of people like you that are out there. The same way when you said, I think there's enough of people like Ann Coulter in America.
Sure.
I think there is. But I think some people also say they're also holding America back.
Nationalism is going to be a part of the political landscape, no matter what anybody does, because I believe it's rooted in the innate feelings of human beings here at the moment.
Would you ever marry a black woman?
No.
Okay. Middle Eastern?
No.
Armenian, Assyrian?
I want my children to look like me.
Okay. So got it. You want your children to.
I think that's a very understandable opinion.
I don't.
A lot of people.
There's people there's a guy that goes viral all the time. And he wants blacks to only marry blacks. I don't have a problem with that. I got a manek yesterday from somebody whose parents are Armenian, and she's dating a black guy, and her parents want her to marry an Armenian guy. And I can understand that. I don't have a problem with that. But going back to it,
yes,
you would be more white first, not America first.
Well,
there's a big difference.
Americans are one of the sovereign nations of the European race. Just like somebody who believes that Iranians should only marry Iranians. Would you say that he is Arab first?
What big name today in America agrees with you?
I would say that there are people who have individual opinions. If I'm going to point to somebody who believes everything I believe.
No, just a specific thing about to say, I'm not comfortable with a Candace Owens being a president. I'm not okay with a Tim Scott being a vice president. I'm not okay.
You put them on the ballot and you'll find out how many.
It's not about finding.
That.
Oh, are you kidding me? Like we learned how many people did that when Obama won in 08. Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, I don't disagree that there isn't a sect with you.
Yes.
But I think your community is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, not bigger. I think your community.
The political landscape is opening up.
You think so?
There's a lot of people. You know, when you talk to Tucker Carlson, you asked him what America was. And he said America is a people, it's a place and experience. And I'm not saying he agrees with me on everything. But he also said that if you take all the people in America and you replace them with somebody else, it is no longer America. I think that is a very common opinion. I think that is a very deeply felt opinion among a lot of people.
I'm actually with a lot of what he's saying there. I actually agree with it. I'm not... when I came to America, I feel I had to earn the right to come to this great country. Sure. It gave me incredible benefits. I owe to America. I don't think America owes me anything.
Okay.
Nothing. I came here and I had 195 other options. Why did we choose America? Then, you know, we could have gone to Africa. We could have gone to Russia. We could have gone to, you know, at the time, Yugoslavia. We could have gone to... Why did we come here? We owe America. This is why I served in the military. But I think the difference between you and Tucker, you've quoted a lot of people.
Yes.
You've quoted Tucker. You've quoted Ann Coulter.
Sure.
You've quoted Candace Owens. Ann Coulter dated Dinesh D'Souza.
Okay. Sure, that's her
Candace Owens, I think she's black.
I'm pretty where she is.
And Tucker Carlson gets along with practically anybody, and it's not something.
I would like to think I'm getting along with you.
I don't think it's about along the differences. Like I don't think a Tucker would want somebody to become a president based on their skin color and being white first. I think Tucker would want somebody to become president.
Race is not purely skin color. Race is a broader aspect of the human experience.
I get that. But I mean, listen, Candace Owens is as American as apple pie, and Candace Owens is black.
She is black.
You would be uncomfortable with her being a president. I ask you if you would ever marry somebody. No. Okay, cool. There's the fact that you're uncomfortable to say white first, you know, you shouldn't be. You should be comfortable with it. You're right. But that's your position. Just stick to it. That's my position. You can say, I believe I'm white first, not America first. Those are two different distinctions.
But Americans are white.
Yeah,
and not all white people are American.
And you would never want a black American who's born here to be the president, and you would never want a Middle Eastern person who's born here to be president.
Being born here doesn't make you American.
Oh, okay. So then you change what the founding fathers who wrote it, then you can say they were fools.
Their immigration policy in the first naturalization
Okay, finally we're getting to the bottom of it. That Rob, these founding fathers made a lot of mistakes with this Constitution.
I believe their immigration
not
act was proper.
Yeah,
it was good.
Well, they just didn't know who was going to make more babies over the next 200 years.
Making more babies doesn't mean you get to have my country.
Yeah, but your country, the way it created a constitution, allowed for the people to come here because of the guidelines that they had.
The Constitution didn't outline immigration policy because that is under the realm of the legislative branch of government.
Right.
The issue began with the Immigration Act in 1965.
But the founders created the structure in a way that allowed the legislative or Congress
to make laws. Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine.
That's on them then. Then that's the point where they create.
The founders messed up by making
based on your position, not mine. Based on what you think. I think what the founders built is ridiculous. I think what the paper, what they built is absolutely insane, and I am super grateful for the way they built it. This is why I believe I'm America first. I would have no problem with somebody who is, I'm not born here, right? So guess what? According to our Constitution, I can't run for office. I respect that.
Yes.
Totally get it.
Okay.
Makes sense to me because I wasn't born here according to the laws that they have. I get why they would do that, because if you don't, if somebody all of a sudden from the outside comes in and they want to take over and destroy this great nation, they would. That was the right way they thought.
This country was built with a context of naturalization that I believe.
Right.
You can point.
White first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Then you find.
And every single European nation has practiced this policy for thousands of years.
Now we're talking, and this ends the conversation.
My opinions have been the same.
Now, I know they have been the same.
Yes.
This is just more messaging for you because it's confusing some other people on the America First side because they're putting you as America First. So whatever the journalists are writing, they should change the verbiage instead of America First because it's more white first. That's all I'm saying.
They should understand what I believe America is.
I think they will. And by the way, I think, believe it or not, I think you've done a phenomenal job presenting your position of where you're at. Kudos to you. It's very obvious where you're at. And the audience now doesn't have any, questions to say, okay, maybe he's not fed. He's white first. Maybe he's not this. But maybe
if they don't have questions, or if they do, they know where to find me.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, fantastic. Well, Thomas, appreciate you for coming out. What I do respect more than anything else is an individual that's willing to come and answer the questions and is respectful about it. And you've been like that from the beginning to the end. And I value that a lot. It's one of those things we value a lot in our family. And I don't care whether you're white, black, Asian, or any of that stuff. I enjoy the conversation.
Thank you very much.
Anytime. Take care.
It's been a pleasure.
Take care.